Okay. So you kind of just started teaching English because they didn't want to learn German from.
Yeah, I bought a book. I read the grammar explanation and thought, "What are they talking about?" So I tried to figure it out.
Okay. And how did you get started teaching when you came over?
I started at the Volkshochschule.
Okay.
I hit the ground running. I was lucky because my husband had organized everything ahead of time for me.
Okay.
And after a semester, I started at the university in Nuremberg, teaching 2 or 3 classes. And then it just kind of grew from there.
So now you've been doing this for this many years. Are you still enjoying it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it.
What do you love about it?
I love teaching. You can ask my daughters, they'll tell you I will teach anyone, anything, anywhere. Makes them roll their eyes a lot, and they say, get a piece of paper and pencil, and I'll tell you about that.
Okay. Oh, God, Lori's going again.
Yes, Mom's
Mom's going again.
Yes. No, but I like teaching. I like the aha that I see in people's faces. I like the light bulbs that go on over their head.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, how can you teach the same thing over and over for 39 years?
Yeah.
But it's always a little bit different. Each person is different, and I really like the contact with my students.
Yeah.
I'm a people person.
Okay. Is that what inspires you? What inspires Lori?
My students inspire me.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't teach young people. I teach people who pay for my wisdom.
Yeah.
Because I got tired of standing in front of a classroom where nobody really cared whether I was talking or not.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it. I enjoy it when I see people make jokes in the language. And I always think, wow, that is so cool. You just made a joke in a foreign language.
Yeah, that is a huge step. I found that also with learning German. When I could start making jokes in German, I started thinking, okay, now I'm getting a hang of this.
Yeah,
and it's a good indicator of these the nuances or
exactly.
It's very something you can only do when you've got a certain level of mastery. So how long do you teach students? Are they kind of in your life and then out after a while, or
it depends on the course. Some courses are for short times, but most of my courses go on and on and on.
Okay.
I had one private school who said they've never had a course go on for so long.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that means you see students
I see them for years.
A decade.
Yeah.
Decades even.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you
a real
become
connection.
friends. We talk about a lot of private things, and I talk about me, and they talk about them. It's very personal. Also become like the psychologist, marriage counselor.
I can imagine.
It's amazing what people tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people who are coming to Germany as an expat might be looking at teaching English as an option. It's basically, one of the only options that they've got if they don't have a good command of English. So what is a typical
German.
I mean, of German, yeah. What does a typical day look like for you?
Oh God. Well, I'm self-employed now. So when my kids were younger, I worked part-time. I just worked in the evening at the Volkshochschule in adult education. But now I teach from morning until evening. I've got courses in Ansbach, which requires me driving at an hour each way. And I have lots of courses in Nuremberg.
Okay.
And the days are full. I've given up the evening classes because I've discovered, having been here 39 years, I'm getting too old for get up at 6 o'clock and teach until 9 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, that's a long day.
And it's hard to make a living teaching like this.
Yeah.
It really is, because you can't really get enough money to live from.
Yeah.
Because you just can't teach that much.
Yeah. And what advice would you have to people who might want to do what you've been doing, teach English as a foreign language here in Germany?
I think it's very interesting, and there are lots of possibilities. Private schools are always looking for native speakers to teach, where you don't necessarily have to be able to speak German. In Nuremberg, the Volkshochschule was where I got my big start doing that.
Right.
And it's kind of ends up being word of mouth.
Right.
You get a reputation, and it just kind of snowballs from there if you're lucky.
Yeah.